I've always been interested, Christophe, in terms of the pens that you use, because a lot of your stuff is very clear. What's your favourite types of pens when you're working?
This one, this Stadler pigment liner, the one that I'm showing right now.
I see. Does this pretty much cover most of the work you do, pretty much from inception to finish?
Yeah, but I'm also using different liners like this one, the W.H. Smith, or the Sharpie Black, this one.
Sure.
Or I'm also using the traditional Sharpie like this one.
So the thinner stroke, no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I always start working with pencil. And for the pencil, there is the Pentel.
I see.
And the Stadler. And as well, the eraser is also the same brand. So I actually have chosen that as my favorite brand.
To start, because that's one thing I love when Steve sent me the Skyquaker logo, the initial sketches. I was really pleased to see that you were still working with paper and pencils, and lots of people, they go towards the graphic design route. And I know you have a colleague now who helps you with the vectorization and things.
Colleagues, and because I know that when it goes to computer, I'm having terrible learning difficulties with even understanding simple things on the computer. So I resorted to find a way and to work with different colleagues. And one of them is Denis Haddad, that I brought to you, because he is extremely performant. He works with Photoshop. He can make changes. So he can literally glue to part of one with the part of two, and then I can redraw it. So basically, working with a graphic designer speeds up the process.
Sure, no, it makes perfect sense. But I do love that. I think the hand drawn, I think you can just tell the level of what's the word I'm looking for, like intimacy, I suppose, or detail that's gone into the actual pen and the paper.
Correct.
It's a real. I think it's when someone does it on the computer, there's something that gets missed. I think there's definitely a process of actually penning it.
Yeah, but I have to say that working part on the paper and part with a graphic designer is a way I found that I can do all my work by hand, but then have a graphic designer who is completing it. Because a lot of clients, they want a digital vectorized logo that can be of highest quality on any support possible.
Which is, I remember, because I think even going back to Rihanna, was that not on some 100? I saw a screen with it on that looked absolutely huge. And I'd imagine the Metallica logo as well for Mankind was a similar deal.
Exactly. And I've been working with an Italian graphic designer called Luca De Vino, and he was very, very quick.
Just to kind of vectorize and touch those things up.
Yes, he was using a very good vector, and he was using an application called Wacom or something like that.
Okay, the graphics tablets. Yeah, okay, yeah, I've heard of them before. I'm no drawer, Christophe. You're the master here, but yeah, I've heard of the Wacom.
Working with my hands, so basically associating myself with graphic designer helps me to focus on what I am the best. I have to say that now, I've over the last few days, these logos have been worked indoors, all of them. So they are ready to be scanned. This one is for a band called Ostara Ascending.
Amazing.
This one is for a band, a new project called Oswana, which means...
Okay, that's cool. That looks really... I like that. It's got a really sort of spiritual element to that.
Yes. This one is for a UK deathcore band called Blight Herder. They're from around Swindon.
Okay.
Blight Herder. This is actually an ambigram for a Brazilian band called Fastio. So you turn it, and you turn it by 180 degrees, and it says the cell.
Amazing.
This one is for a tattoo design, non-serviam. I will not serve.
I like that. I love
what
it.
Lucifer said when he left the realm of God.
I love that.
Then it's a band called Placeres de la Carne, which is a South American band. Then I did an Italian band called Boc Boca. These few logos have been worked in several days. So first I started the pencil drafts, and then I started the inking. Some occasion what I do, I scan the sketches, and that's another variant of Boc Boca. I scan the sketches, and then I send it to the client with feedback notes, and then I can after that redraw using the Artograph light pad. So basically, when I redraw now a sketch on a full scale, I don't lose the proportion and the dimension.
I understand.
This is a very big band, very promising band called Gravecrawler.
Okay.
They're death metal. There's still a lot to do because they want me to do different variations on the G and R, but they want me to remain exactly the same with the letters. So on this logo, I'm gonna have to occult the G and the R, and then to make photocopies with only these letters in the middle.
I see. So you isolate the two that you're trying to understand. So you're isolating the G and the R. That makes sense.
Yeah, because it's gonna be just working on the G and R. They want to see different options and different shapes.
Do you tend to get lots of changes and kind of feedback back and forth with that sort of thing, or do you tend to find your initial briefs, or do it completely depend on the client?
It depends on the client. This is, for example, for one of my associates, Stan Dark Art. But you can see that sometimes I do logos which are completely different. That is something very unexpected. Glorified dirt.
I like it.
Because
I like as well, it reminds me some of the things I've seen you do recently as well is kind of like you took like some Carl Jung quotes or some philosophical quotes and wrote and drew them as well, which is amazing.
Yeah, I have done quite a lot of these quotes, and these quotes, they have a lot of success. There is actually, this is a t-shirt I designed with George Watkins. It says the word weirdonary. Do you see? I designed the logo Weirdonary. That was an idea from ordinary and weirdo, because a lot of people think that I'm a weirdo drawing my logos outside. This was George's idea, the hand, but I then completely redraw the hand because I really wanted the hand to be as natural and as real as possible.
It's really good. I like that. It looks really cool. Now you look at it more, because again, I saw this one on Instagram. But now you look at it more, and now I can see it up close. Yeah, I love it.
And on the back.
Ah, okay. So you have the quote on the back.
Yeah, I've took one of my quotes, and I just said the distance between genius and insanity can only be measured in success.
Love it.
So I have done that.
So that's a new thing then for Christophe. I like it.
Yes.
Always searching.
So the quotes are actually, I'm using these quotes as well because I'm using to motivate clients who get frustrated. I get often clients who get frustrated. It was a case with a band from Florida called The Deity Delusion. So I've been working on the logo. Then they were very impatient. They wanted results instantly.
Right.
And then they just said we were very close. They loved it, and then the next day they said, "Well, I'm sorry, but this design is just getting nowhere." And they choose to go with a different artist and a different graphic designer who works very fast on the computer.